Yeah, I'll record this conference. And today we are going to have our first logic lesson. And before starting, I would like to ask you, did you study logic before, maybe in school, or you were studying already? Yeah, you started to prepare for talk and you saw there is a logic and maybe you started to study it. Yeah, you can write plus or minus to the chat group. And yeah, before starting the lesson, please you can feel free and ask the questions. If something is not understandable, you can stop me, you can pause me and ask questions. Don't be shy. Okay, most probably none of you studied logic. So in order to take logic section in talk, yeah, if you were connecting last conference, we saw, yeah, in the official site it was written, yeah, logic part do not require specific preparation, but this is not true because yeah, most of you are from yeah Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan or Russia, and most probably you've never studied logic in your school. So yeah, in my opinion, you must study it. Yeah, you need to know at least 5 fundamental yeah topics, and we'll see one of these fundamental topics today. And yeah, here is the plan of our lesson. First, we'll see what's the statement. We'll find that statement, this is actually just a sentence that can be either true or false. Then we'll go for ands or connectors. Using this and or connectors, we'll build our truth table. And later we'll learn how to negate the statement. Negation actually means отрицание. Yeah, we'll learn how to contribute not into brackets, into the sentence, into the statement. And our main part of our lesson is actually to study De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law, this is really important part of logic, and most of the questions from the real test actually cover this topic. And then at last we'll see all at least relation. And on the second part of our conference, we'll apply what we've learned in the real exam questions. Okay, let's start with statements. Let me write here first. And okay, statement, it basically means, sentence. For example, if I tell I'm 25 years old, this is my statement. And this sentence can be either true or false, yeah? And any sentence that can be either true or false called statement. Let me write here. It can be either true or false. Okay, every statement has its own validity. For example, if I write, let's say, all cats live on Mars. Okay, this is kind of my statement. If I tell you all cats live on Mars, yeah, this is my statement, and this statement can be either true or false. But we all know that this statement is most probably false. Okay. And we'll use usually we will not write all sentence. We will denote it like, for example, we will shorten it. This statement, all cats live on Mars, I can denote as A. And A, this is my statement, and this is true. For example, statement B, all dogs lives on moon, also this is my statement, and it can be also be true or false. Okay, now we'll see that we can actually combine statements. We can combine A and B and build a complex statement. And for this, we'll use, let me write, we'll use AND or connectors. For example, if I tell you, just wait a second, if I tell you A and B. Let's imagine this is my statement, A and B. And let's denote it as, I don't know, let's say J. This is my statement J. It consists of the statement A and it consists of the statement B. And this statement will be true only if left side and right side are both true. Let me denote. This is the right side from our end connector, and this is the left side from our end connector. And the statement J, this whole overall statement, is true. Let me write true only if both statements are true. Okay. For example, if I know that statement A is true and statement B is true, then my statement J will be automatically true. On the other hand, if I know that my statement A is true, but my statement B is false, what's the value of my statement J? Will it be true or false? What do you think? Yeah, guys, don't be shy. You can guess. Someone wrote to the chat. It will be false, yeah, because yeah, false, right. It will be false because AND requires that left side and right side both must to be true in order the overall statement to be true. Okay, the second connector, let me write A or B. Let's say this is our second statement, and I will denote it as a statement, let's say K. This is my statement K. And for statement K, for the OR connector, it says, yeah, at least one of the statements should be true. I will write it. At least one of the statements should be true. Okay, let's see the first, the first case. Let's say our A is true and our B is true. In this case, our statement A or B will be automatically true. But what if I tell you our A is true, but our B is false? What is the truth validity of K, of my statement K, A or B? Will it be false or will it be true? Yeah, it will be true. What if our A is false? Let's say our A is false, but our B is true. Yeah, it's still true because we have at least one of the statements is true, is still K is true. And the last case, when they are both false, only at this case, our K will be false. So this is the difference between OR and A. OR and AND. AND, connector AND, the statement with AND is true only if A and B are both true. A or B, our statement A or B is true if at least one of the statements, either left or right, are true. They can be both true, and our K will be true. Okay, now knowing that, let's build the table and let's see. For example, let's say Let's say we have A, we have B, and we have A and B. For example, if I come up with the sentence, let me write one sentence. Okay, I will go for a walk if it's raining or it's snowing. Okay, let's say this is my statement. I will go for a walk if it is raining or it is snowing. Usually, on the test, on a problem, you'll have a statement, and it's really, suggestible. Usually, I suggest you to shorten your statement. For example, it is snowing. You can denote it as B. It is raining. You can denote it as A. And the whole sentence, I'll go for a walk if it's raining or snowing, you'll write A or B. Then I wrote here and, let me rewrite it for or. Okay, let's say A is true, it means that it is raining. Okay, A, when it's false, it means that it is not raining. And the same for B. B is true, it means that it is snowing, and B is false, it means that it is not snowing. Okay. And you'll basically just fill the truth table. For example, A true or B true. Will my whole sentence A or B be true or false? It will be true, right? Yeah, it will be true. For example, if A is true, it is raining, but B is false. It is not snowing. Will I go for a walk if it's raining, but it's not snowing? Yeah, okay. We'll write true. And another one, FT. If it's not raining, but it is snowing, will I go for a walk? Yes, I will, because we have at least one of conditions are true. And the last part, it is not raining and it is not snowing. Only at this case, I will stay at home. I will not go for a walk. Okay, if we change it for, let's say, I will just write instead of or, I'll be writing and we'll see which difference it has. A and B. Okay, A, B, A and B, and here I need to, instead of or, write and. Okay, I will go for a walk if it is raining and it is snowing. Okay, this is kind of strange sentence, but let's imagine that we can have both raining and snowing at one time, but it's not impossible. It's impossible, yeah? Okay, then let me rewrite the sentence. Okay, if it is, let me write windy or and it is. Okay, here's the new sentence. I will go for a walk if it is windy and it is snowing. Okay, first case, we know that it is windy, A is true, and it is snowing, B is true. And I will go for a walk because we have both truths. Left side and right side we have truths, and we'll go for a walk. The second part, if it's windy, but it's not snowing, will I go for a walk? No, right. I will not go for a walk because only left part is true. The right part is false. And this is the same for the case when it's not windy, but it is snowing. I will not go for a walk. And only at the last, the last one, FF, it means it is not windy and it is not snowing. I will not go for a walk. So basically, this is the truth table. Usually, you build it to realize how many cases it can be. And on end, only one case your sentence can be true. And for or, we saw that there is 3 cases. It is false only when left and right side was false. Okay, we are done with truth table. Now let's see what the negation means. Okay, negation, this is actually just contribution of not. This is contribution of not to the statement. For example, if you have statement A and I tell you, please negate me the statement A, you'll just put, in front not. But usually we will not write not. Instead of not, we just use this symbol. It's much easier. Okay, so you rewrite not to not A. Okay, and what's the relationship between negation and between truth validity? Basically, negation just flip the value of the truth validity. It just flips. For example, if you know that A is true, what will be equals not A? Yeah, it just does the opposite because true or false, this is the binary words. It can be either true or false. For example, if A was true, not A will be false. For example, you will not write not true. Basically, not true is the same as false. And vice versa, if you write not false, this is the same as true. Okay, let's say we have the statement, yeah? We have the statement. Let me write the earth is round. Okay, let's say this is our statement. And let's say this is true. Okay, first I ask you, you believe that this is true? We are assuming this is true. I mean, maybe there is some of you who still thinks that the earth is something like this. Hopefully not. But we'll see that the earth is round is true. Okay, in our case, the earth is round is true. And let's say the earth is round, we just denote as A, right? And I ask you, what's the meaning of not A? Can you contribute negation? What's the meaning of not A? How do you contribute negation to the sentence? If our basic sentence was the earth is round, you contribute not, and what you'll get? Yeah, if A was true, you will get false. Okay, we know that this is false, but how do you contribute not? You just rewrite the statement, the earth is not round. And this is automatically becomes false because we know from origin, we know that the earth is true. And this statement, the negation of the statement, the earth is true, is the earth is not round. And this is false. Okay, what if I tell you you have to negate not A? What will you get? Someone writing is true. Yeah, we will get again true. Why will get again true? Let's say A is true, and instead of A, we'll write something like this. Okay, not true. This is the same as false, right? So instead of not true, we can rewrite it as false, and it will be equals to not. Instead of not true, we'll write false, and at the end, we'll get just true, because not false equals true. So it means that double negation, if we have not, A, those two nots are cancelled out. Okay, in our case, we have already negated statement, the earth is not round. How do you contribute the second negation? What you will write? Will you write the earth is not round? No, it sounds strange. What do you think? What you can write? How you can double negate this statement? Through minus, and minus is plus. Yeah, yeah. You can relate it as multiplication of minus and minus. Okay, do you have any ideas how will you rewrite the earth is not round? How you will contribute one more negation? Okay, in order to contribute the second negation, we usually what we do, you write at the beginning, yeah? It is false that, and we rewrite the previous one, the earth is not round. So basically this equals to not A. Assuming that at the A we imply that the earth is round, we contributed the first negation, the earth is not round, then we contributed the second negation, and we have it is false that the earth is not round. And what do we get? You see that we cancel two nots, and here we can cancel not, and we can cancel it is false. And we'll leave with the earth is round, actually. And this is again true. We came back to the true original statement. Okay, so far so good. You have any questions? The earth is not round. It is not true that the earth is round. Yeah, you can write. You can write. You can write as well. It is not true that the earth is not round. This is the same as it is false that the earth is not round. This is the same, but usually in talk, yeah, they use first one. They use it is false that. But basically, this is the same idea. Okay. Okay. My task to you, you have to come up with the statement, then you have to negate it, and then you have to again double negate it. Just you have to come up with some statement. You contribute first negation, and then you contribute the second, and you will find out that this is the same as original statement. Okay. I'll give you 2 minutes, and you can write your suggestions to our chat. Yeah, your statements with double negation. Meanwhile, I'll write my own statement. Okay, someone wrote to the group. Let me read. The sky is red. This is our original statement. This is true. It is not true that the sky is red. It is not the case that the sky is red. Double negation. Mm, this is not a double negation. Look, you're writing the sky is red. Okay, then you have to contribute first negation. You need to write the sky is not red, so it will be false. And then you can say it is not the case that the sky is not red, and then not are cancelled out, and you again return to your original statement, and you'll have the sky is red with double negation. You just contributed once negation, but you have to contribute it twice. But yeah, the word, this is not the case. This is also one of the ways of representing it is false that. Okay, here is my statement. I wrote the original statement. I am a man, and this is true. We are assuming this is true. I mean, I'm for sure know this is true. The first negation, I wrote it here. Not a. This is I am not a man, and this is false. I just come up with I replaced not a man with woman, not to additionally add it is false that. I could have write it is false that I am not a man with double negation, but it would be kind of very long. And I just rewrote not a man to a woman. And this statement, this is actually 100% the same. I'm not a man. This is the same as I am a woman. And then I negated the statement I am a woman. I added negation, and you will have I'm not a woman. Not a woman implies you are a man. Yeah. At the end, you just again return I'm a man, and this is true. Okay. So far, so good. You have any questions with double negations? Okay. Then we already came to the last part of the theory. This is the De Morgan's law. Yeah. Actually, we were studying all of it, the truth table, the and or connectors, the negation, all of it we were studying in order to better understand De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law states that if we have negation of A and B, just wait a second. If we have negation of A and B, this is the same as not A or not B. So just imagine that you have a bracket, and in your brackets you have A and B, and you need to contribute this negation into your brackets. So you contributed first to the A, then you contributed to the B, as here you wrote not A, not B. But then at the end you have to as well contribute it to the end. And actually not and equals or. In this case, not and this is the same as or. This is the main idea of De Morgan's law. And you can actually change it vice versa. You can write, if you have to negate A or B, you can rewrite it as not A and not B. Yeah, basically, they are the same because you are contributing not to A, you're contributing not to B, and then you're contributing not to or and not or. This is the same as and. Okay, we'll prove it using truth table. Let me write it here. Let's see how we can build it. Okay, I think this is enough space. Okay, here we'll say A, here will be B, here is A and B, and here is not A and B. Okay, little space. No, let me write it more clear. You will write A and B, not A and B. Then you have not A, then you have not B, and then you have not A or not B. Okay, let's say A is true and B is true. What's the value of A and B? Is it true or false? This is true, right? Because they are both true. Okay, correct. What's the value of not A and B? Here is the question. This is false, yeah? This is false because A and B is true and not true equals false. Okay. What's the value of not A? This is false because we turn back here and we see yeah, that A is true and not A is false. And here as well, B is true, not B is false. And what's the value of not A or not B? What do you think? If not A is false, not B is false, what's the value of not A or not B? No, it's not true. Because you have false and false. You have left side false and right side false. In order to A be true, you need to have at least one. This is false. Okay, the basic idea of De Morgan's law of this truth table proving is that you have to see this table and this table. You will see that they are always the same. Okay, we have 1 minute. We'll have 10 minutes break, but during this 10 minutes, I will send you 2 tasks. I will send you 2 exercises, and as well, you have to finish this table. And we'll see each other after 10 minutes. Just try to fill all these possible ways. For example, here you can write A is true, then A is false, then A is true, then A is false. Then you can write B is true, B is false. No, B is true again, and then B is false, and then B is false. And you can combine, and always please, you have to check that not A and B should equals to not A or not B. Okay, here is the task for you. We'll see each other after 10 minutes. I will send the link again for the second part of our lesson. Okay, see you.